Hey guys, welcome back to Choose Your Own Path. So, still working with some cottonwood. We still got some weather that's pretty good. We could be out in the shop, not have to put a heater on or nothing, so it's getting cold. This morning's where it's like 4 degrees. It's like, all right, so let me show you. Today we're gonna revisit the incense burner. All right, so this is one I made a while back. It's called a back burner. You can see the bottom. I can't lift it up, but no, I can't. If you lifted it up, there's a hole that goes all the way through, and it's supposed to burn backwards. It flows downwards, or it flows upwards, whatever, what you want. So today, we're gonna go back ahead. Now, a while back, I sent one to my buddy, well, the guy that I talk to all the time, Ryan Vaness in Edmonton, Alberta, I think it is. I'm not even sure. I'm one of those kind of guys. Anyway, he's an airbrush artist. He's pretty cool. Bloodshot Army. You gotta check out his YouTube channel and his site. So I made him a Grim Reaper, and I thought, that was pretty cool, and he liked it too. So I just roughly drew what I wanted. So what we got going on here, let me see if I can stand this up better somewhere. Here, right there. So what I got going on is some wings. There's his head, there's his body. We're gonna have some skulls flowing down. This little compartment here is where you bore it out, and then we're gonna drill all the way up to his face, his skull. This is gonna, or his face here, you can't see that, where that's gonna be basically hollowed out. Maybe some odd spots here too, kind of incorporate that in with the holes. And then we put a piece of metal, some sort of capping, I guess, so that, you know, you don't want to catch your wood on fire. And the incense burner will go, the cone will go in there on a little stand so that it can go. And what it'll do is it'll go up the shaft, and it should come out of the face. So, well, right now, we're just gonna set that up. Now, this is design is gonna be credited to Bob King. Bob King is a chainsaw artist. This is a design that he has chainsaw carved. I thought it was really cool. It's going to be different. It's his idea, I guess, or I don't know where he got it from, but it's going to be a twist with my kind of idea, right? So no copyright, just basically I want to give credit to Bob because awesome artist, very inspirational, and yeah. So we're going to get that set up, show you what we're going to do. our shape. We have our wings going on, and we have our hood, and then we just got to bring this down for the body all the way through, and then we can start carving on it. So let's set another bit up. Went ahead and did a little bit more work on our incense burner. So carved in a couple of skulls there, you see. Drilled a hole. So I cut that hole out, and then I drilled a hole. That was I didn't want to show that in case it broke, but it's a bitch. Just got to get yourself a long bit like that. A little bit longer would have been nicer, because I had a little bit of a bitch of a time getting it. So it started, I had to go through here, because obviously you can't go in there, and then it went all the way up, and it comes out of his head. So we haven't tried it yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a burn. So I'll burn it. You don't have to see that part because you'll see it after, but I'll burn it and then get back to you guys. So we gave it a little bit of a burn, but before we stain it up, we have to try it to see if it works, see if it'll come out of the face of it. So what I'm just going to do is light up this cone. Just got to give it a little bit of a flame. So when you're using these cones, like I said, there's a hole in the back and it should come out of it at the bottom, but whatever. We're using it as just a top burner. So you just want to get it a little bit hot. Then you blow it out. And then what we're going to do is just stick it in here and see what it does. Oh, there you go. So, as you can see, it's running up the sides, which is fine. But it's also coming out of his head. And that's what we wanted. Now, I know that with this, the issue is the hole's not big enough so it can trap the smoke in and go all the way up. That's the hardest part now. If we get ourselves a longer bit, maybe a bit thicker, then it'll do exactly what we want. Because right now, it's trying to fill up that hole in there, and it's coming out this way. So, but it should, what we want is it just to come out of the head like that. See that? Just trying to blow the smoke off of here. That's what we're looking to do. So that's it. I think it works. Plus it looks cool down there, I guess. What we're gonna do is just add something in there. Like you can even put foil paper in the behind there so that it doesn't burn. Maybe a little bit of maybe a cap of foil on the top so we can just stick it up there and then it won't come out. That could be an idea too. I mean, it's all fun. Oh, and you can see at the bottom. You can see it coming out of there. You see that? That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to run out the bottom into that hole and then out this way. Haha. Pretty cool. All right, guys. So we're just gonna add our Danish oil now. So we got ourselves a clean sponge brush here. Again, same thing. Just put it on the Lazy Susie. And we're just gonna lay it on there so you can see how dark that sucker's getting. And that's what it's gonna do. It's just gonna look really dark, stained. I like that dark look. It's pretty cool. Put some in a bottle. That's what I should have done, but whatever. Just let it drain all over the place. Get it into all the cracks so you don't see that cottonwood look anymore kind of thing. I guess you want to try to mask it. Now, you really want to soak it in there, so you stand it up and let it leak out. And then get everywhere. And then we're going to fix that problem with the, I kind of drilled this out a bit more, which is fine, but I'll fix that problem after. Once this sets and dries. I'll just get that all up. I think my brush is no good. Just think about these sponge brushes. I always have more than one on hand, guys. The dollar store, I mean, they're good for this part, for what we're doing. They work, but they're not the best. They're not the best quality. How's that? Make sure you get it all over. Okay. Like I said, we're just gonna soak it in there. Then we're gonna go let this sit in the sun for a little bit. see what it looks like when it's done. I think it turned out okay. And it's, right guys, it's fun. That's what we're here for, just to make something different. Show you guys what we do. Wow, that ever turned it dark. I love it. Really dark. You know, just, and because this is it's not a huge difference. We just use a little bit of whatever we have scraped off the bottom, or off the Lazy Susie. I put a hook on this one already. So obviously you saw the video that I wanted to see if it worked. And it does. It does okay. So we get into everywhere because you want to get it all stained up. Let it set, let it dry. And then if it needs another coat, why not? Give it another one. All right? So let's see what it looks like when it dries. I'll be back.